It's a decent mall. I wouldn't say it's the worst mall in the world. If I know well, I won't call it a stadium, our football field. And they put in the half airport for part of our town. He was born here. Whoa! What's happening, my North Forkers? Let's see if I can cause some trouble. What's going on here? I picked one of the worst times to ride around this town. Let's see. 8 a.m., noon, 3, and 5 p.m. are the worst times ever to drive in this town. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. So in one of my previous videos I talked about taking a ride up to Yankton, and I actually wanted to talk about that ride because there's a funny story to go with it. So when I took that ride up to Yankton, I was a relatively new rider. It was actually before I started vlogging even. I wanted to go on a ride, and a friend from work was like, well, let's go. So I was like, all right, man, let's do this. He's like, where do you want to go? I said, I don't really know. I've got like some time, but not all day. He's like, well, let's go to Yankton. I said, okay. That's about an hour from here. No big deal. I had my full face helmet, so I wore that. He was a bad A and just went with the half helmet. So we head out on this trip. It was kind of a windier day, but nothing that we couldn't handle. My only concern was one of my bike tires was a little bald. But anyway, we get out on this ride, and as we start getting onto the highway, it's a little more windy. Well, we ended up getting stuck behind a semi going fairly slow, so we decided to pass him. Well, while we were passing him, he decides to speed up. So I don't know exactly how fast we were going, but I was wearing my vest at the time, which I need to pull that thing back out. I was wearing my vest at the time, and it flew open because it only has snap buttons for closure. It flew open. I didn't think anything of it. We pulled over and I put it back together, but we get to Yankton and stop, get off the bike, walk around, and went to get back on the bike to head back home, and I realized that I didn't have my key. Because with this bike, with a lot of bikes, you could pull the key off after you started it. And, you know, it still stays going. I'm sure a lot of bikes can do that, but I don't know much about that. Anyway, so, you know, before the ride, I started my bike, I took the key out and put it in my pocket. I thought that was safe. Well, we went to leave, and, yeah, my key left my possession and is lost somewhere on the highway on the way to Yankton. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm stuck here in Yankton and I have no way to get back home because, you know, I'm not gonna ride that other guy's bike back to Norfolk just for my bike to be left in in Yankton. That's not gonna happen. So I started scrolling through my phone looking for a locksmith. And I called one, and they're like, well, we can't make a key out of nothing. Even though they have their name as a locksmith, all they really do is open up locked doors. They don't make keys. So then I called another locksmith, and he's like, yep, I'll be right there. He actually cut me 2 keys. Told me a little bit about my key and how it all works, and really helped out. He was an awesome guy. So I paid the bill, and now I have a total of 3 keys for my bike. And somebody out there has another one. Anyway, that's my Yankton story. So those are like all rookie mistakes. But it was all good, you know, lesson learned and positivity out of the deal. I got 2 spare keys now instead of just the 1. Well, short little funny story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I always say, never ever in your entire life holding a fart. And never go a day without serving someone else. Yeet!